Have you ever felt disheartened when you try so hard to please others but still feel overlooked? The feeling of not being acknowledged or respected can leave your need for recognition and respect, one of the highest levels in Maslow's hierarchy, unmet. Welcome to Elderly Wisdom Stories, where we explore the secrets to building and maintaining respect in all relationships, grounded in science and practical experience. In this video, we will cover the 12 most important principles, from respecting yourself first, setting clear boundaries, to listening more than speaking, and managing emotions under pressure. You will learn when to be firm and when to be flexible, how to keep your promises, and how to create real value for others, all of which will help you become someone worthy of the respect of those around you. I promise that by the end of this video, you will have a detailed map in your hands so that you will never have to worry about being overlooked or underestimated again. Not only that, but you will be able to apply these methods immediately to improve the quality of your work, family life, and friendships. So, have you ever wondered what truly earns the respect of others? Feel free to leave a comment below and share your experience. Continuing from the affirmation of the importance of respect in relationships, let's reflect. Have you ever taken the time to listen to your inner self and understand your value? We tend to respect those who show that they love and trust themselves, and this is the key to earning the respect of others. John Miller, a 65-year-old director of an established company, is the perfect example of this principle. He never hesitated when making important decisions, always stood tall while presenting, and spoke clearly and confidently. As a result, employees and partners alike felt his high self-respect, and in turn, they reflected that by treating him with corresponding respect. Moreover, when you respect yourself, you set standards for how you expect others to behave. You won't easily accept disrespectful words or gestures from others. This is not arrogance. It is a sign that you value yourself. And this attitude will send a powerful message: I deserve respect. Next, to demonstrate self-respect, you can start with small actions. Set limits on others' comments, decline overloaded work schedules, or say no to actions that go against your personal values. When you remain consistent with these principles, those around you will gradually realize that you are someone with principles who deserves to be treated with respect. In conclusion, self-respect is the most solid foundation for all the subsequent principles, from setting boundaries to controlling emotions, to be fully effective. In life, kindness is always valued, but when too kind becomes a weakness, it can make you more susceptible to being taken advantage of. Linda Roberts, 58 years old, learned this lesson firsthand. By trying so hard to please her colleagues and friends that she never turned down any request, she ended up bearing an enormous workload and feeling forced into obligations. First, you need to realize that saying no or asking questions does not equate to being rude or selfish. On the contrary, it's a way of protecting your values and your time. When you are firm in saying no to requests that exceed your limits or go against your values, you show respect for yourself while also helping others understand your expectations. This will help you avoid unnecessary responsibilities and preserve your energy for what truly matters. Next, learn to express your viewpoint clearly, calmly, but without compromise. For example, if someone continuously asks you to do their work for them, present the situation like this: I'm happy to help, but I have a deadline for my project. I can assist with a small part, but I can't take on the whole task. This way of presenting is both direct and polite, ensuring that the listener understands and respects your boundaries. Finally, don't forget that maintaining a balance between kindness and assertiveness will build an image of you that is both trustworthy and respected. When Linda Roberts started adopting this approach, she not only reduced her stress but also earned the respect of her colleagues, as everyone understood that when she said no, it was for a valid reason, not out of selfishness. With this step, you will continue to improve on your journey toward building sustainable respect. After you've learned how to gracefully decline and protect your personal values, we move on to the lesson: establishing clear boundaries. An essential principle for maintaining respect from others. Michael Anderson, 62, a manager of a small business, shared his story. He once lost balance between work and personal life because he didn't dare to decline requests from colleagues, even answering work calls at home. As a result, his work performance decreased and his family felt neglected. From this experience, Michael decided to set clear boundaries. First, he committed to his colleagues by saying, "I can only respond to emails before 6 p.m. and I won't attend meetings on Saturdays unless it's an emergency." This clear communication helped his colleagues understand when he was available to assist and when he needed to dedicate time to his family. When he stuck to these rules from the outset, everyone quickly understood and respected his choices. Similarly, in his personal life, Michael shared on social media that he reserved Sunday evenings for family and did not answer work calls. At first, many people reacted negatively, but after a short period, they realized that this boundary helped Michael work more effectively during the week and provided the balance he needed. To begin applying this, you can create a non-negotiable list. For example, no after-hours meetings, no urgent work requests without reasons, and share it with relevant people. At the same time, be firm in keeping your promises about your boundaries. No emails after 7 p.m., weekends reserved for yourself. When you consistently uphold these limits, others will quickly internalize them and no longer attempt to invade your space. Ultimately, setting clear boundaries not only helps you gain respect, but also affirms your self-worth and preserves your energy to do your best work. Continuing after you've established clear boundaries, we now move to Part 5, Speaking Up When Disagreeing, Susan Clark. In the past, Susan Clark, 54, would often remain silent when witnessing colleagues or friends make mistakes, out of fear of creating trouble and not wanting to disrupt the harmony. However, this silence gradually caused her to lose her voice and professional image in the eyes of others. First, let's acknowledge that speaking up in the face of disagreement is not at odds with the culture of respect. On the contrary, it shows that you value yourself and respect others enough to provide constructive feedback. For instance, when Susan noticed her colleague presenting inaccurate data in a meeting, instead of avoiding the issue, she gently asked, "Hey, I noticed the number on slide 5 is a bit different from the report. Would you mind double-checking it with me?" This approach maintained politeness while ensuring the quality of the work. Next, when you speak up, it's important to choose your words carefully and avoid personal judgments. Use phrases like, "I feel," "when," "perhaps we should," to ease tension and guide the conversation toward solutions. Susan shared that after she courageously gave her input, her colleagues not only didn't respond negatively, but also appreciated her sense of responsibility. Finally, don't view arguments as negative. When you defend your point of view with reasoning and respect, people will admire your courage and integrity. From there, you'll continue to build credibility and earn the respect you deserve. Robert Davis, 60, once had the habit of apologizing to please others, even when he was truly at fault, just to maintain politeness. However, he realized that insincere apologies only made him appear weak and diminished the confidence he needed. Instead of offering a forced smile with a hollow "sorry," Robert began to apologize only when he genuinely crossed boundaries or hurt someone. When he did, his apologies came from sincerity, accompanied by a commitment to correct the mistake or make appropriate amends. For example, if he was late to a meeting due to personal reasons, instead of hastily saying, "Sorry, everyone," he would acknowledge the mistake. "I apologize for being late. I didn't manage my time well. Next time, I will adjust to avoid this happening again." This approach showed that he had enough self-respect to take responsibility and enough courage to face his mistakes, thus earning more respect from his colleagues. Therefore, don't apologize out of obligation or just to smooth things over. Apologize when you truly feel you've done wrong, along with actions to make amends. A sincere apology is the key to maintaining your confidence and earning deep respect from others. Continuing from the lesson on apologizing at the right moments, we now delve into the importance of confident body language, as demonstrated by the story of Karen Wilson, 57. Karen was once disregarded by her colleagues due to her hunched posture, averted gaze, and soft, unclear speech. It wasn't until she realized that standing tall, making steady eye contact, and speaking were key to having her abilities and value recognized that Karen completely transformed her demeanor. Specifically, Karen began practicing good posture, shoulders back, chin level, and no crossing of arms or shrinking back. Whenever she entered a meeting room or interacted with clients, she also maintained eye contact, looking directly at the person she was speaking to, coupled with a light smile and a slight nod to indicate attention. Lastly, Karen worked on speaking clearly by taking a deep breath before each sentence, keeping her tone warm, and adjusting her volume to fit the environment, ensuring that her audience could easily listen and perceive her confidence. Within just a few weeks of practicing, the results were clear. Colleagues stopped interrupting her during speeches, and clients and superiors began listening to and respecting Karen's viewpoints more. This shows that body language isn't just a tool for communication, it's a way of asserting, I deserve respect. Continuing from the importance of confident body language, let's now move on to a key principle: treating others with respect. David Miller, 68, often reminds us that to be respected, you must first respect others. Throughout his 40-plus years in education, David observed a clear distinction in how respect was earned. Polite teachers who listened to their students and who refrained from jumping to conclusions always gained trust and respect from both parents and colleagues. First, politeness isn't just about saying hello, thank you, or sorry at the right moments. It also includes small actions like holding the door open, offering a seat, or smiling when greeting someone. Next, listening requires giving your full attention to the speaker, avoiding interruptions, and occasionally nodding or asking questions to show that you're genuinely engaged. Finally, refraining from judgment helps others feel comfortable sharing because they know you won't jump to conclusions based on biases. When you combine these three elements, you not only build personal credibility, but also create an open, respectful communication environment. In doing so, whether at the workplace, with family, or among friends, you will receive sincere respect in return because you've proactively sown it through your simplest actions. Continuing from the principle of treating others with respect, let's now move to the next key principle: keeping your word. Emily Johnson, 64, has always been trusted by her colleagues and friends because she rarely breaks a promise. When she commits to something, Emily always manages her time and resources to meet her obligations, whether it's a casual coffee chat or a promise to deliver project documents on time. This comes from a deep understanding that a promise is not just words, but a part of one's honor and reputation. When you keep your word, others understand that you value the relationship and respect them enough not to let them down. Conversely, leaving promises unfulfilled not only diminishes your credibility, but also creates a gap that's hard to bridge. To become someone others can rely on, consider whether you truly can follow through before committing. If circumstances change, proactively communicate and offer an alternative solution. This responsibility and initiative will make others appreciate and trust you more. Therefore, every time you say, "I will do it," show the listener that your commitment is not just empty words. Once your honor is confirmed through action, you will naturally earn the respect and trust of those around you. Continuing from the principle of keeping your word, let's now move to creating real value, a principle that not only earns you respect, but also admiration. Helping others in a genuine, selfless way is one of the quickest ways to build credibility and personal value. When you actively identify and meet the real needs of others, such as assisting a colleague with a difficult task, sharing valuable knowledge with a younger team member, or simply offering a listening ear, when friends face challenges, you are providing positive value. This is not about people-pleasing for the sake of it, but rather an authentic desire to contribute. Sincerity in action is felt. Instead of asking, "Do you like it?" a person who creates real value will ask, "How can I help you solve this problem?" When you consistently deliver results and offer practical help, others will naturally trust, admire, and respect you. Furthermore, creating value isn't limited to work. It extends into personal life. Offering constructive feedback, sharing opportunities, and encouraging others when they stumble. Every action, no matter how small but meaningful, reinforces your position as someone reliable and worthy of respect. In summary, make creating real value a daily habit. It is the most sustainable way to earn the admiration and respect of everyone you come into contact with. Continuing from learning how to create real value, we now move to opening your mind, the key to building credibility through objectivity and flexibility. Many people remain closed off, only trusting their perspectives and avoiding differing opinions. This often leaves the impression of being conservative and hard to approach. However, when you open yourself to new ideas and sincerely listen to opposing viewpoints, you not only gain knowledge, but also demonstrate a willingness to learn. Others will respect you for your ability to evaluate situations from multiple angles rather than simply viewing them through your lens. For example, when presented with a new work solution, instead of dismissing it outright, you could ask, how might this solution address the weaknesses of our current method? And be ready to discuss and explore the best option. Openness creates a space for positive dialogue, where you and others can share and refine ideas to reach the best outcome. This is a hallmark of a respected leader, colleague, or friend. Someone who dares to change, is willing to learn, and is flexible in applying new ideas. When you genuinely respect diverse perspectives, you will earn the corresponding respect and strengthen your position in any relationship. Continuing from cultivating openness, we now explore emotional control, a crucial factor that helps you become someone trustworthy and respected. In any stressful situation, the ability to remain calm, avoid outbursts, or overreact will make others feel at ease when communicating and collaborating with you. When you don't let emotions dictate your actions, you create a safe space for conversation, allowing yourself to think clearly and make sound decisions. For example, when Susan Clark, 54 years old, faced harsh criticism from her superior, instead of getting angry or rushing to defend herself, she calmly took a breath, listened fully, and responded with data and solutions rather than emotions. This not only helped Susan maintain her credibility, but also earned her respect from both her superior and colleagues for her ability to handle the crisis. To be practiced, you can apply the technique of stop, breathe, respond. When you feel anger or sadness rising, take a moment to pause, inhale, and exhale deeply 3 times to calm your physiological response, and then express your thoughts or ask questions. Over time, you will develop the habit of emotional control, which will allow you to consistently display composure and reliability. Ultimately, it is your calmness and emotional steadiness that will make others trust that you can handle any situation professionally, thus enhancing your reputation and earning lasting respect. After you have developed the ability to control your emotions, we now arrive at the final principle in the journey of building respect. Listen more than you speak. In any conversation, the person who listens well is the one who truly wins people's hearts, as it shows you value the thoughts and feelings of others. When you give your full attention to the speaker, refraining from interrupting or preparing your response in your head, you create space for them to express themselves comfortably. This not only helps you fully understand the information, but also makes the speaker feel respected and valued. For example, when a colleague shares difficulties in a project, maintain eye contact, nod, and ask open-ended questions like, "What do you think is the most challenging part?" instead of quickly offering solutions. Furthermore, active listening helps you uncover hidden ideas, build trust, and foster deeper connections. As leadership expert Steve Harvey once emphasized, the person who listens is the one who has the quiet power. When you practice this habit regularly, you not only win people's hearts, but also become an indispensable member of any group. So, to conclude the 12 principles of respect, remember that your ears are a more powerful tool than any words. By listening more than you speak, you will build credibility and receive genuine respect from those around you. So, we've now gone through the 12 golden principles, from self-respect, setting boundaries, to listening more than speaking, to help you gain respect in every situation. Now, there's just one step left. Choose the first tip you will apply and start taking action today. Share your choice in the comments below so we can support each other. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to click like and subscribe to the Elderly Wisdom Stories channel so you don't miss out on more quality life tips for your golden years.